So just imagine how your angels feel, pumping you with all this goodness. And you like, no, I take the negative shit. Pumping you with all this confidence. No, I take the insecure shit. Pumping you with all of this energy. No, I'll take the drained, dead energy instead. And your angels and your ancestors are sitting at you looking confused. They're like, I know what you want. I've heard what you want. I'm pumping you with all of these good things, but you won't believe it. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your spiritual growth message. All right, y'all. I'm going to be doing these messages every day because we are on a journey to grow. We do call ourselves the Butterfly Gangs, meaning that we are going through a lot of evolution, a lot of change. We go through a lot of death and a lot of rebirth. So before we get into this reading, I do have a message for you, Libra. This message is going to be for Libras. All right, so the message that I do have for you is the story that you've been telling yourself. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. The story that you've been telling yourself as to why you can't do something, how you've been comparing yourself to other people, other things, statuses as an excuse to why you can't do something. It doesn't matter. Not in your journey at all. It doesn't matter. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, everybody who's walked this path before you, they're waiting for you to get tired of the story already. Are you tired of that story? That story is just an excuse. That story is just telling you that it is fear. Okay? It's fear there. Okay? So it's time for you to get out of the story. All right? I'm going into a couple decks here. We are going to learn and grow together. All right? So let's get right into it. So let's get into it. Let's see. What does the Sacred Rebels have for Libra? What wisdom? Because I've just been in this energy of moving out that old story and standing on your greatness. Like a lot of people talking about standing on business, but are you standing on your greatness? It's like, yeah, Libra, I know you're standing on business, but are you standing on your greatness, though? Are you standing down on your confidence? Are you standing down on your gifts? It's time to get back to the basics, Libra. Time to get back to why we started this whole thing. And why I started this whole thing was healing for myself, for other people. It's time to get back to the basics. Are you standing on your greatness? Are you being the best that you could be? Because those stories that you tell yourself, it's just an illusion. It's just a cover up for the fear that you're actually feeling. And you may fear your greatness. You may fear greatness coming in a form that looks like you. You may fear greatness coming for your story. You may fear greatness coming for your timeline. You may fear greatness still being available to you after all of your mistakes, after all of your obstacles, after all of your shortcomings. You may fear your own success. You may fear the actual truth that you can still get what you desire even after you've been through this like roller coaster of life. All right, let's see what's coming through for Libra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got focus on the light. This is focusing on your beauty. Somebody has been comparing themselves. Somebody sees the beauty in everybody else, but they can't quite see it when it's them. There's a need for you to focus on your light. At the bottom, it says the perfection of your life. What? You mean there's some perfect parts in your life, Libra? You mean you have perfection in your life? You mean you have a life that other people may desire and want, but you're looking over all of that trying to fit the mold of something else, someone else? Focus on your light. Focus on the beauty. What is beautiful about your life? Do you even know what's beautiful about your life? What is beautiful about your life? What could you focus on? That's beautiful. Focus on the light, the perfection of your life. So this is you focusing on you. Leave that comparison, leave those insecurities, leave that, leave it, drop it. If you want to leave it here, say, I'm leaving it here. I'm leaving it here with Auji. I'm going to leave it here at the comments. I'm leaving it here today. There's a need for you to leave all of that here. Stop comparing yourself to other people, because comparison is the thief of all joy. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Okay? All right, let's see what else. We're going into the sacred geometry. Activation. See, how could we get activated? For some of you guys, you've been wanting this. Like, how can you get activated? Consciousness. I was just about to say, you have to be aware of all of your thoughts. You have to be aware of those negative thoughts that you tell yourself on a daily basis. Matter of fact, do something different. Instead of just sitting and thinking about all of these crazy things, you do have your crown chakra. These are your thoughts, the thoughts that you're allowing to come in. Be very, very conscious of those thoughts, of those negative thoughts. Be very conscious of those conversations that you may have with people. Be very, very conscious of those, what did they call those? Expensive conversations that you have with people. Because you may think that you're just sitting back talking about your flaws. You may think you're just sitting back talking about obstacles. But what you're doing is you're paying a heavy price to have that conversation. And a lot of us are addicted to those conversations. Some people more than others like to sit and talk about their insecurities all day, every day. Turn these negatives to a positive. It says the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So just imagine how your angels feel, pumping you with all this goodness. And you like, no, I take the negative shit. Pumping you with all this confidence. No, I take the insecure shit. Pumping you with all of this energy. No, I'll take the drained, dead energy instead. And your angels and your ancestors are sitting at you looking confused. They're like, I know what you want. I've heard what you want. I'm pumping you with all of these good things, but you won't believe it. So for some of you guys, it's going to be a very, very big eye-opener to see that you could be the thing that could be standing in your way. And it's these thoughts. It's these thoughts that you're allowing to come in. It's these negative thoughts that you're allowing to cloud your space, to cloud your reality. So there's a need for you to kind of be aware of the thoughts that you allow to get in. The crown chakra, it says the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So, there are negative thoughts that are coming up for you because they are here to be transmuted into light. And what are we to do is focus on the light. Some of you guys, you see the negative thoughts and you focus on the negative. It's time for you to focus on the light. It's time for you to focus on the love, the beauty. And where is this? It's in your own life. The perfection of your life is in your own life. And right behind that, diving for light in your own life, finding the beauty in your own life. You don't have to look outside of your life to find the light, to focus on the light. For some of you guys, it's right there. It is right there. It's just that you've been taught not to focus on it. For some of you guys, you've been taught not to believe in it. For some of you guys, there's whole like generational things that can be stopping you from focusing on your own life and looking at your own life as beautiful. I did a reading that somebody is going to be blessed because of what they were fated in. Whether it's the time you were born, it's the sex you were born, it's the race you were born, it's the family you were born in. It's a win-win situation. That's what the eclipse was saying. It's a win-win situation. For some of you guys, you've been looking at this, you're fated, which is the things that you can't choose, the things that just happen, like you were just born in the 90s, okay? You can't take that back. You can't come back and be born in the 2000s or the 80s or the 70s. No matter if you're an old soul or you feel like you're a young soul, okay? You can't take that away. You were born in the 90s, the 80s, the 50s, the 60s, wherever you've been born, the 2000s. And because you were born in that time, something is a win-win for you. You're able to win easily. I do feel like we talk about this ease a lot, especially when we're trying to hone in the divine feminine energy. We talk about sitting in ease. But what we don't talk about is allowing the ease. A lot of us, we've learned how to make a lot of things a struggle. How to be upset, how to let a lot of things upset you, how to let a lot of things get on your nerves. Most of us were raised by people who had very, very short tempers. I know I was, okay? Some of us were raised by people who made a fuss of everything, who seen the negative side of everything. Some of us weren't really raised around these optimistic people or people who have optimistic views. Then some of us were raised around these optimistic views and optimistic people, and we made certain excuses as to why we can't embody that. Oh, that person's older, so they can be they've lived, they had their time. But when you look into their life, they're like, no, I've always been this way. Oh, that person grew. That person's life isn't like mine. That person doesn't have the same type of trials and tribulations that I do, so it's easier. You look into theirs. Actually, mine was a little bit, it was a little bit worse, but hey, I'm still smiling. I still got air in my lungs. It's still a beautiful day. You wouldn't be able to get an optimistic person to turn negative if you tried. So there is a fight. For some of you guys, I'm just going to be 100% honest here. There are very, very negative people that you need to stay away from. Period. Especially in your journey. Let them go through their journey. Detach from them with love and light. But you're just too negative for me. You're just too negative. You just see the dark side of everything, the downside of everything. The cup is always empty. It's never halfway full. So who are those people in your life? Or are you that person in somebody's life? Are you the person who looks at the downside? I can't stand those friends that come, with that negative ass energy. I cannot stand those. Or those people who try to project their own life experiences on yours. Like, this ain't that. It don't even look nothing like that. Don't try to make it fit. But what people are doing, I do have compassion for those people, because in this journey in life, I've been down that road before, where you're just trying to make your excuses for things that happen in your life and excuses for where you are, and that things won't change. So you're projecting these things on other people, projecting certain outcomes that may not necessarily even be that. So this is the time where we really have to work hard if you want what you are destined here for. If you want that stuff that you've been dreaming about, you have to focus on the beauty of your life. You got to leave the negative stuff behind. You got to leave that story behind. You done read it front to back. Put your own little inserts in there. You didn't, made characters, everything, made sequels and all of that. It's time to give up the story once and for all. Once and for all. It's time for you to purge that story. It's not true. It's a cover up from what you're really afraid of. And what you're really afraid of is your greatness. Are you standing 10 toes down on your greatness? Are you? Are you standing on it? Or are you afraid of it? Are you trying to convince yourself that it doesn't happen, it doesn't look like you? It doesn't come from where you come from. Wrong. 20 people that look like you come from where you come from, with your same trials, tribulations, and greatness. And that's when you start looking at what other people have that you want, and other people have that you want. You start seeing yourself in it. Like, if it's them, why not me? If it can happen for her, why can't it happen for me? If it can happen for him, why can't it happen for me? If that person could be successful in that field with all the trials and tribulations, why can't it happen for me? If that person can find love after being a single parent for years and everything and get married, why can't it happen for me? If that person could be the first person in their family to become a millionaire entrepreneur, why can't it happen for me? Why can't it happen? These thoughts are supposed to be transmuted into light. Use your alchemist, your God-given alchemist energy, alchemist abilities. What else? What does Libra need to know? Mars. Mars energy. Where is Mars today? Where is Mars? Let me see. Where is Mars placement today? Mars is in Aquarius. Mars is in Aquarius today. All right. And Mars is in Aquarius. This is a time for you to stand up for your rights. Fight for change. This is going to be the fight of your life. Detachment. Normally, Aquarians wouldn't get too involved. You know, normally, if you know an Aquarius, normally an Aquarius would not get too involved with something. Normally, Aquarius acts like they don't really have feelings. They on a whole other level, detachment. But right now, this is the time to speak. This is the time to step up. This is the time for you. Step up for change. Fight for change. You got this Mars energy coming in, Aquarius energy with Mars coming right in to get you to stand up for something, stand up for you. The great serving. Are you going through a conflict? Are you going through an inner conflict with self? Maybe standing up for change starts a conflict in itself. Especially if you've been saying the old story. People are expecting you to do the same thing, because I'm pretty sure they done read that, they done heard that story too. So they're expecting you to do the same thing, to shine a certain amount, to hide in your little whatever, to complain about something, to be in the negative energy. And maybe you coming out of that story, maybe that causes a little conflict, a little chaos, because it's different. It's a different ending. Whoa, I didn't expect this story to end this way. I didn't expect this thing to happen. Softening to love. There's a person who needs to start loving their life. Who needs to romanticize their life? Somebody needs to romanticize their life. Well, my tummy's growling. I need my coffee. see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What messages do we have for Libra? Libra is changing that story. Changing that story. What's coming out? Oh, yes. Beautiful. The Nine of Swords in reverse. This is you releasing yourself from fear. This is you releasing yourself from sabotage. This is you releasing yourself from cyclic pain. This is you releasing yourself from things that you let hold you back, keep you up at night. This is the release, the big release. Libra said, I'm about to stand on my greatness like I ain't never stood on nothing before. All right? This was a long time coming. Long time coming. The delayed message. Some message that you kept on delaying to really hit you in the ways that it needed to hit you. Okay? There's some message that was supposed to hit you in a way, but you kept delaying it because you kept projecting. Life seemed really hard. You seemed like you were drowning in your insecurities, your shortcomings, things like that. Yeah. And you were dealing with the repeat offender. Get away from that negative Nancy. Get away. Get the F away. Okay. Y'all lucky it's early. Too early for me to be dropping F-bombs, but y'all know I will. Get away from that negative energy, whoever that person is. Dealing with the repeat. Somebody just feel like they can keep playing with you. Because you know what you done did? You done wrote your story and you done gave them a role. You gave them a role in your story. The repeat offender. The person who gives you the short end of the stick. The person who takes advantage of you. Where you give them a role at? Is this in love? Do your love stories look like this? Is this in family? Is this in friendship? Is this in business? There's a thief here. There's a thief. There's a thief here. But you know this thief going to be real surprised when they look back and they expect you to be hurt, because that's the next chapter that comes up. You hurt. You downplaying yourself. You hiding. You're not going after what it is that you want. You putting yourself down, or you trying to people please or whatever. But they're going to be so surprised when they look back at you and see you in this energy of the Nine of Swords in reverse, released. There's something that a person is about to do that's about to release you. Again, this is the energy of Mars coming in. Something that a person is about to do that's make you say, enough is enough. Enough. Enough is enough. Right? Enough is enough. That eclipse ain't come through for no reason. Who is that person that you done put in your story? You done made a whole space for them. This don't have to be a particular person, but this could be in love. I love people like, you know how many people curse their love lives? So many people curse it. They can't believe that they could deserve a love that's so fulfilling and rich and that fulfills their needs. So many people curse their love life. So many people curse their friendships. They don't believe that they can have a friendship that is, not rooted on competition and insecurity and manipulation and ulterior motives. Somebody has been hurt by one person and they decided that this is my fate. This is what I get. This is what people like me get. This is what I expect. Remember, law of attraction. You get what you prepare for. Somebody is preparing, already preparing. Like when a person is like, if you've ever had like an abused animal or something like that, or a person who was abused, and you raise your hand and they just flinch. They get ready to get hit. They get ready for a blow. And it's because they are a wounded person and they are expecting abuse. They've been through something so heartbreaking that it actually changed them. So somebody has been through something so heartbreaking that it actually changed you. It changed your expectations of people. How many people have been through that in life, where you've been through something so bad that it changes your expectation of people in general? You feel like that all people are going to behave like this because this person hurt you so bad multiple times, over and over and over and over again, to the point that you've expected it. Not anymore. You about to turn this negative into a positive. I wonder how you're going to do it, Libra. I wonder how the brilliant Libra the Great, the magnificent Libra, is about to do this. All right, let's see. Not the Ten of Cups. Oh, not the Ten of Cups. Not the Ten of Cups here. This is lets me know somebody has a certain type of happiness that a person just can't take. You can't just take this happiness. You can't rob me of this joy. That's that inner joy. So somebody's about to find their inner light. And the moment that you find it, nobody can take it. Now, you may have seen it shine. You may have seen a reflection of it. Wasn't able to grasp it. But somebody is about to grasp it and take hold of it. This is that inner light that you do have inside of you. This ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment. The ultimate dream coming true for you. This person is definitely going to feel really, really upset. For some of you guys, there's a person who has been hurting you, harming you for years that you see, and you're not going to feel anything because they can't rob you. This stuff, they can't rob you of. This is the stuff money can't buy. This is that real happiness. This is that real core value. Somebody can't take this from you no matter how much they try. So I feel like this energy is somebody has already gotten themselves. They've already released. You may not know. You may not feel it. But you'll feel it once you see this repeat offender. And this repeat offender may say something, may do something to try to get you back into the Seven of Swords. To try to make you feel like you have the short end of the stick, or you've been robbed of something. Or to make you the victim of some type of malicious activity. But instead, they're supposed to see you crying, you happy as hell. You happy as hell. It's in the energy where you probably not even going to catch the shade. Like you are happy as hell. Completely happy. All right, Libra, let's get a message. Let's get a message from our ancestors, and we're going to close. We are going to close. What is the message for Libra? Thank you guys for being here. What's the message from the ancestors for Libra? Ooh. Blessings are coming. Big blessings are coming. Oh, you keep getting this energy of justice. You keep getting this energy of justice and blessings. Something is telling me that it's your time. It's your time to get your justice. There's a need for you to focus on your story. Focus on the beauty of your story. Release yourself from these chains, from these fears. Release yourself from this repeat offender. And get ready. Allow your justice to come on through. Allow justice to be for you for once. So get ready for these blessings that's coming in. Big blessings are definitely coming towards you. All right. Okay, Libra, that's your reading. I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.